Have you ever felt like your mind is exhausted, but you don't know why? Do you wake up each day with a sense of emptiness, anxiety, or just disconnection? Maybe you're not sick. Maybe you're not depressed. Maybe you're trapped in habits so normal, so routine, that you'd never think they're the root of your discomfort. This video is not just a list. It's a mirror. A mirror that's going to show you what you've been ignoring for years. Because there are habits we repeat every day, without thinking, that are slowly poisoning our minds, killing our motivation, destroying our focus, and eroding our emotional health without us even realizing. Stay until the end, because the seventh habit is so subtle, so seemingly innocent, that even the most aware people fall into it. And yes, it's silently ruining your brain. If you're brave enough to look within, if you want to understand what's stealing your peace, this video is for you. Let's start with the first one. It seems harmless. You just want to check the time. Or maybe open WhatsApp. See what's new on Instagram. And before you know it, 40 minutes have gone by. But it's not just about the lost time. It's about the mental state you're placing your brain in the moment you wake up. When you check your phone as soon as you open your eyes, you're telling your mind. We're in alert mode, react, compare, chase that dopamine. You're setting the tone for your day from a place of anxiety and distraction. And the worst part is, this cycle repeats every single day, slowly robbing you of your ability to focus, concentrate deeply, and feel at peace. Waking up with your phone is like opening the door to the noise of the world, before you even hear your own inner voice. Do you struggle to say no? Do you agree to things you don't want just to avoid conflict, or so people won't think badly of you? This habit seems kind, even noble. But it's a deep form of self-abandonment. Every time you say yes when you really wanted to say no, you're sending a message to your subconscious. Your needs don't matter, what matters is pleasing others. Over time, that creates resentment, anxiety, and a persistent feeling of being used or invisible. Being kind doesn't mean being a doormat. And learning to set boundaries is a powerful form of self-love. It's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat. We eat fast, in front of screens, without tasting, without breathing. And do you know what that does to your mind? It disconnects it. Eating is a sacred act. When you do it on autopilot, your body receives the food. But your nervous system stays stuck in a constant stress mode. And let's be honest, many of us use food as emotional anesthesia. Every time you eat without real hunger, you're trying to soothe something deeper. Loneliness, frustration, anxiety. Mindless eating is one of the most invisible, destructive habits there is. And yes, it's affecting your mental health much more than you think. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's a sophisticated form of emotional self-deception. You know what you need to do. You know doing it would help you. But you put it off. And with each passing day, the guilt grows. And the most dangerous part isn't the delay. It's the inner image you start building of yourself. I'm not consistent, I'm not capable, I lack discipline. The mind feeds on the stories you tell it. And if every day you see yourself failing at what you chose to do, your self-esteem hits rock bottom. Procrastination doesn't just hurt your productivity. It silently destroys the trust you have in yourself. TikTok, Netflix, music, podcasts, YouTube. Noise, more noise, and even more noise. When was the last time you were with yourself, in silence? Our society has turned distraction into a lifestyle. But it comes at a cost. You no longer know how to be alone with yourself. And that is a modern form of emptiness. The habit of constant distraction keeps you from feeling, from processing, from healing. Because deep down, what you don't face, you repeat. And if you don't give yourself time to be still, your anxiety will keep screaming at you when you least expect it. Yes, the people you spend time with are reprogramming your mind all the time. If you spend your days around those who complain, who mock your dreams, who only see the dark side, It doesn't matter how positive you are, sooner or later, their energy will rub off on you. The toxic habit isn't just being around negative people. It's not having the courage to let go of those relationships out of fear of being alone. But being alone, and at peace, is 1,000 times healthier than being surrounded and drained. Make a mental list right now. Who lifts you up? And who pulls you down? How many times have you said, "It'll pass, I don't have time to feel this now, I have to be strong"? That so-called strength is actually emotional denial in disguise. Your emotions don't disappear when you ignore them. They hide. And when they can't hide anymore, they explode, in the form of anxiety, panic attacks, insomnia, chronic fatigue. The last toxic habit, and the most common, is emotionally abandoning yourself. Functioning, but feeling empty. Working, laughing, socializing. But inside, feeling like something is broken. And not knowing why. Now you know them. 7 habits. 7 silent ways your mind is being harmed every single day. But the real question is, what are you going to do with this information? Because knowing changes nothing, unless you act. Maybe you realized you do all of them. Maybe just one. But even one is enough to affect your well-being. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. And small, daily decisions. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just pause the autopilot. Start listening to yourself more. Say, "I don't want this," a bit more often. And create just a little more space, to breathe, to feel, and to truly live. If you made it this far, it's not by accident. Something inside you wants to wake up. Something is tired of living with anxiety, with mental noise, with silent guilt. Maybe today is the day you decide to change something. A habit, a routine, a relationship. Because you are worth it. Because your peace is non-negotiable. Because you deserve a life with more calm, more purpose, and more authenticity. And if this video made you think, if it touched your soul even just a little, leave me a comment. Tell me which habit resonated the most. What are you going to change? I want to read your words. And if you want more content to help you heal, grow, and take back control of your mind and your life, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave a like. It helps me keep creating this kind of message for you. And for everyone out there who still doesn't know they're living asleep. See you soon. And remember, your mind is not your enemy. It's just waiting for you to finally listen.